In the heart of the boundless ocean, where obsession grapples with the untamable forces of nature, Moby Dick emerges not merely as a tale of the whale hunt, but as an odyssey into the depths of the human psyche. This is a story where the sea whispers secrets of the soul, and a single whale stirs the waters of destiny. Join me as we embark on a voyage beyond the horizon, into Herman Melville's masterpiece, where man and Leviathan are entwined in a dance of fate that echoes through the ages. Here, in the battle against the waves, we discover not just adventure, but a quest that questions the very fabric of existence. Welcome to the epic saga of Moby Dick, a journey that transcends the hunt and plunges into the very essence of humanity's quest for meaning. Embark with us on a voyage of narratives and untold depths as we meet Ishmael, our gateway into a world veiled by the rolling mists of the sea. A wanderer at heart and a seeker of the truth beneath the tides, Ishmael draws us into the folds of a grander quest, his narrative voice a beacon in the fathomless night. Driven by a yearning to escape the mundane, he sets his sights on the whaling ship Pequod, an emblem of the world's vast and wild wonders. Enter Captain Ahab, a man whose name is etched with the salt and storms of the oceans he has braved. Marked by a past skirmish with the elusive white whale known as Moby Dick, Ahab is the embodiment of vengeance, his soul chained to the pursuit of the creature that once maimed him. This monomaniacal quest steers the Pequod's journey, his crew unwitting pawns in a drama that unfolds on the grand stage of the sea. Ahab's fixation with Moby Dick is more than just a hunt. It is a profound, relentless drive that reflects the darker corners of human obsession. The narrative is shaped by his decisions, each chapter a step further into his abyss, as he sails not just across oceans, but into the tumultuous waters of his own tormented spirit. At the heart of our tale churns a sea of turmoil and a conflict as old as time, man versus nature, personified by Captain Ahab's relentless pursuit of the white whale, Moby Dick. This beast, colossal and enigmatic, is Ahab's nemesis, the embodiment of all the world's wild and unforgiving elements. Their clash is more than a hunt. It is a harrowing journey into the depths of human obsession, where one man's vendetta becomes a leviathan of its own, threatening to consume his very being. Ahab's thirst for revenge against the whale is an unyielding force, a stark contrast to the possibility of redemption that beckons with each sunrise at sea. The Pequod sails on, cutting through waves of philosophical quandaries. We find ourselves amidst a battle that questions not just the strength of the human will, but the very essence of our purpose. The crew, a mosaic of humanity, is caught in the tumultuous wake of Ahab's obsession, each man reflecting a shard of the greater human struggle for meaning, belonging, and understanding. Melville weaves a complex tapestry where the threads of fate, free will, and the inherent desire to defy our limitations entangle with the natural world, a world that remains indifferent and formidable. In the pursuit of Moby Dick, Ahab grapples with the duality of existence, the physical and the metaphysical, the tangible whale and the intangible quest for understanding the unknowable. Moby Dick asks of us to ponder, what is the price of revenge? Can redemption be found in the vastness of the ocean? And what does it mean to be a small, singular entity within the infinite expanse of life? These questions are the undercurrents of our voyage, steering us towards horizons of introspection and the inevitable encounter with the self. As the Pequod slices through the ocean's vast expanse, our narrative navigates pivotal moments that alter its course irreversibly, steering us into turbulent waters that challenge the very soul of our crew. The first of these moments comes when Ahab thrusts a gold doubloon into the mast, setting it as a prize for the first man to sight Moby Dick. This act not only cements his obsession with the whale, but galvanizes the entire crew into participants of his vendetta, binding them to his singular purpose. It's a turning point where personal revenge transforms into a collective endeavor, marking the journey's shift from a whaling expedition to a quest of mythic proportions. The doubloon, shimmering with the promise of wealth, becomes a symbol of Ahab's manipulation, of human greed, hope, and the lengths to which he will go to achieve his ends. Another moment that sends ripples through the Pequod's journey is the prophecy of Fadala, Ahab's mysterious Parsi advisor. His foreboding prediction, that Ahab would see 2 hearses, the second made from American wood, and die by hemp, casts a shadow over the captain's quest. This prophecy weaves an inescapable fate around Ahab, one that he defies yet paradoxically hurtles towards. It is a chilling reminder of destiny's grip, a foreshadowing that binds Ahab not to a battle with a beast of the sea, but with the inevitability of his own end. Finally, the first sighting of Moby Dick marks a crescendo in our tale. The white whale, at once majestic and menacing, emerges from the depths, embodying nature's untamed essence. This encounter is not just a clash of wills, it's a confrontation with the sublime, a force so vast and profound that it dwarfs human ambition. Ahab's reaction, part exhilaration, part madness, underscores the destructive obsession that drives him, highlighting the futility and tragedy of his quest. These moments are not merely twists in our story, they are profound reflections on human nature, ambition, and the existential quest that drives us all. Through them, Melville crafts a narrative that is as deep and unfathomable as the sea itself, inviting us to look beyond the horizon, into the depths of our own beings. The climactic encounter with Moby Dick is a tempest of emotion and conflict, a maelstrom where nature's might and man's resolve collide in a spectacle that transcends the hunt. This final chase, imbued with desperation and fervor, unfolds in the open sea's vast theater, where the Pequod and its crew face their nemesis in a battle that tests the limits of their endurance and spirit. The white whale, more phantom than flesh, emerges not merely as a creature of the deep, but as a force of nature itself, challenging Ahab and his crew with its formidable presence. As the confrontation escalates, the sea becomes a canvas for Melville to paint the ultimate struggle between humanity's insatiable quest for conquest and the natural world's indomitable will. The encounter's intensity is palpable, a dance of life and death that captures the essence of the human condition in its most primal form. Without revealing the fate that befalls Captain Ahab and his crew, it suffices to say that the resolution leaves the ocean and our hearts stirred, a testament to the saga's enduring power and depth. In the aftermath, as the sea calms and the narrative draws to a close, Ishmael's reflections offer a beacon of insight into the journey's significance. He emerges not just as a survivor, but as a witness to the epic's profound truths, carrying the story's legacy beyond the confines of its pages. The epilogue, through Ishmael's voice, serves as a meditative coda to the tumultuous voyage, pondering the lessons learned in the face of obscurity and the unyielding mysteries of existence. Moby Dick thus concludes not with answers, but with questions that resonate with the echoes of the ocean's depths. It leaves us contemplating our place in the universe, the nature of obsession, and the pursuit of meaning in a world that is often as unfathomable as the sea. In the end, Ishmael's survival and narrative are a testament to the human spirit's resilience, a reminder that even in the darkest waters, there is light to be found, stories to be told, and wisdom to be gleaned. As our journey through the tempests and tranquility of Moby Dick comes to an end, let this not be the conclusion of your voyage into the heart of Melville's masterpiece. For those whose curiosity has been kindled by the tales of Ishmael, Ahab, and the elusive white whale, the full depth and breadth of this epic await in the complete audiobook. Immerse yourself in every chapter, every wave, and every reflection. The complete audiobook is available in the description below. Experience the saga as it was meant to be encountered, in its entirety, from the safety of the shore to the most perilous depths of the sea and the soul. Before we part, ponder upon Ishmael's words. It is not down on any map. True places never are. What true places are you seeking in the vast ocean of your life? And what whales, real or metaphorical, are you chasing? Thank you for sailing with us through the narrative seas of Moby Dick. May your journey be ever filled with discovery, wonder, and the courage to seek the true places beyond the maps.